is right there. And post. Animating. What do I put? No, what should I? Yeah, animating. A verb. Mission. No. Animating verb commission. Here we go. I think that. Probably get rid of Google Chrome. Not up there. There we go. Yes, that is good. Very, very good. That's just Twitch, right? That's always just Twitch. Okay, lines. I think I'm gonna, yeah, I was gonna get rid of these shoulder tufts. I know it's like partially just preference, but oh, oops. It bugs me that you can't see the line for the neck right there. Oh shoot, I should have that weighted maybe. Okay, and I didn't finish lining this. Lining really does like take a second. Does it feel like my, what's it called? Like the clicking. I can't remember the word for that, but it's where you like click on your tablet. Does it even feel right? I feel like that could be more like, it's a bit better. Didn't he? This is just like Picardo. And you remember Picardo? I'm coughing. I think I need water. Picardo was like such simpler times. I feel like I didn't. I feel like I streamed more on YouTube than Picardo though. I feel like Picardo was more like, wasn't that just like, I feel like that was like one semester of college and then I kind of like went to YouTube before, I don't know, like 2 or 3 years. Yeah, it really does feel like it was just like one semester. Maybe it was 2, I'm not sure. I can't remember when I switched over to YouTube. Like I don't even really remember when I switched over to Twitch. I feel like it was after college that I switched to Twitch, right? Something like that, at least. Good times, good times. It is weird to think, though, that I've been doing streaming for like kind of long. Oh, do you think? I'm like, actually, I'm not sure. I'm like actually not sure. I feel like I've been streaming more on Twitch, but I don't know. Count the video games. What? Why would you not count the video games? Streaming is streaming. And besides, I played video games on YouTube too, just not that much. I've probably played like only slightly more video games on YouTube. On Twitch, I meant. Because I played Undertale and like that one Deltarune demo in the very beginning on YouTube. I tried playing Wind Waker on YouTube, remember that one time? But then it was like, oh, my computer is not strong. My laptop couldn't handle streaming and Wind Waker. That was the real reason I didn't stream games, was just because my laptop couldn't handle it. So here it looked maybe a bit too like bullish. The front. Something like that. I feel like the thumb could maybe be a bit more less pointy. You gotta make like the end frame a little better. In betweens, no one's gonna notice if you make a wonky hand. I feel like I've been saying that for years, and it's like true. No one's ever gonna notice if you make a wonky in between. Does that look weird compared to? I guess that looks like more normal. Oops. And then the glasses, I really do want to do on a different layer. It's just gonna make, I don't know, a little bit easier. I feel like I do that with like a lot of things where I'm just like, I'll do it later on a different layer. Like when I did that one, the first commission I did when I opened up cons 2 months ago, with the Griffin, I did his wings. I did the wings on a whole separate layer because I was just like, I don't want to deal with it right now. It'd be easier just to animate them on a layer. Sleepy. Hello. Whoa, what is that? GLHF pledge. What is in support for inclusive gaming communities? Oh, that's cool. I know there's like badges, but I like don't ever look at like what they're actually for, I feel. But that's a based badge, I'd say. A pog badge. Ooh, woo. I love hearing all those stories where it's like, I accidentally said ooh to my manager, or whatever. Those are fun stories. Maybe like a bit more like that. That's like an okay looking hand. You know? Like sometimes you draw okay looking hands. Maybe that one's like a little big. Wait, so would it be illegal to stream? It would probably, honestly, it would probably just be super annoying. Even if it was legal. Put the LinkedIn learning courses and just listen to them in the background. That's what I was doing all yesterday. I already technically did 3. Like, and I only started like yesterday afternoon. Although each one was only like an hour, so it's not like it's really any accomplishment. But also, like, what even is an accomplishment, right? Chess players sometimes stream paid learning courses on Twitch. Do they? But there's nothing to know about chess. That's why when I played Zephy, I beat him, because there wasn't anything that he could possibly, like, even know. I think maybe these could be a bit longer. Honestly, some of them are just, like, so lame sounding. Or not lame sounding, but some of them, like one of the things I did was, like, oh wait, here, let me found it. One of them I did was like social media marketing or something. That was only like an hour long, and all of it was like super basic. But then it's also like the questions that they have. They're like super lenient because you can basically get, you know, 3 out of 4 wrong, and you still pass. Like for a question, like, you know, if it's A, B, C, or D, you could just guess A, B, C, and it won't like count it as wrong if C is the right answer. Oh, what the frick? Why did I put... Oh, because I rearranged it. That's right, that's right. What's another good... I guess... Maybe. I feel like this part of her beak feels wonky because it's like the fur. Like maybe that feels better. But yeah, some of the questions were just... Some of them were it's like they're either like painfully easy, or they're like just dumb questions where it'll be like 4 completely right and totally correct answers. Or no, it'll be like 3 completely right answers. One of them is like obviously not like you don't even need to watch the video to know it's not the right answer. But then it's like you have 3 completely right answers, but they want you to say the one that was like in the video. It's like, I hate that kind of stuff. Oh, I need water. Actually, is that hair too far away? Let me... Oh, actually, I think that still looks good. I was like, man, I was getting like obsessed with the rough animation, which is weird because normally I'm like, you know, I could maybe push it a bit. Because normally I get more obsessed with like the cleanup part. Maybe push it a little bit up. And you know, I just try to like skip as much of the sketch phase as I can. Sometimes you just get in like different moods, you know? You're like, oh, I just want to do cleanup, or oh, I just want to do sketching. And I really want, like, Pinkie Pie Swear to just come out, like hasn't posted anything in, like, 8 years, and then just, like, posts some random song or something. That would honestly be... Like, just do it just because it's, like, funny, you know? Wait, but actually, I haven't thought of that, like, because they copyright sounds, you know, for, like, music, so that they can auto, what's the word, like, detect if you're playing, like, a copyrighted song or a movie. But do you think they do the same thing with, like, educational courses? Because, I mean, you theoretically could, right? Because you... I mean, it's no different than copyrighting, like, a movie's visuals and soundtrack, but I don't know how you would go about, like, doing that. But they could, yeah. I mean, it's always like the same thing though. Like, if you steal from like a big company, or not steal, but I don't know, if you like infringe on the copyrights of like Sleepy, Sleepy, thank you for the bit. I will treasure the 10-bit, and someday, somehow, I will learn how to change the change the animation, even though it changes for everything else except for bit donations. I'm gonna watch a LinkedIn tutorial about how to be a Twitch streamer. I wonder if they have this. Wait, actually, now I'm too curious. I want to see if they have it. What was I watching? Oh, some friends. Let's see if they have at streamer. Jumpstart your Twitch channel! I'm gonna put that on my LinkedIn. That I took a LinkedIn course on how to be a Twitch streamer. That'll get me my job at the health department. Probably just two's good, right? Oh, I guess I didn't give her neck tufts either. I mean, the reference didn't have them, but I know it is kind of just more of a stylized choice. Yeah. Like I was saying something, but now I can't remember what. Those are like pine, yeah. Those hands have moved. Yeah, what was I saying? I was saying something. It wasn't about the Pinkie Pie Swear. It was something else. Was that about the LinkedIn Learning? I can't remember. I mean, like some of them aren't like bad, honestly. Like the courses. Although, okay, so I had the you know, I'm only doing it because it's a free 1-month trial. But like, it said afterwards that if you want to continue to do it, it'd be $40 a month, which I don't know, it seems like kind of a lot. Like I know it's a lot of courses and everything, but 40 bucks for like 1 month for like, I don't know, YouTube tutorials. Oh wait, Zeffy texted. I say text when it's just on freaking Twitter. One of these days, I'm gonna convince Zeffy finally wear the bunny suit on stream. One of these days. Man, I've been wanting, like, I don't know, I've been bored. I've been partially wanting to make, like, more, like, dumb TikToks with, like, bunny suits and stuff. Because I have them, and I haven't been, like, doing anything with them. But it's also, like, I got, like, no good ideas. Gotta wait for, like, a good idea, you know? Maybe that's, like, a bad attitude, though. I don't know. I guess it depends on what you're doing. I was gonna say it was, like, kind of like the same thing with art. I feel like I don't draw as much when I don't have, like, a quote-unquote good idea. But most of my good ideas are just dumb, like, Among Us memes or something. So I guess I really shouldn't, like, care too much. I guess it is normal, like, you get more motivation, like, no matter what. If you have, like, an idea you like, instead of just being like, oh, I'm just gonna, like, draw for the sake of drawing. What is that? That looks so much different. Can you see the... I kind of want to, like, change it a little bit. Maybe? Maybe it's okay. I feel like that does look a little bit something different. I love doing in-betweens. And you can just, like, make noodle arms. And it looks fine. Honestly is, that's, like, why I like animation, is because you can, like, make bad drawings in the in-betweens. And it's, like, good. Like, literally. Oops. The eternal struggle of being an artist, and you draw hands and you think it looks weird because you can't see all 5 fingers from the same angle, or from the one angle. But it happens in real life, it really does. I feel like that's too much. like it won't be like too noticeable because it's like a darker feather color. But maybe it might be a little noticeable. Let's see. Maybe actually, yeah, go back a little bit more. That looks not curved. Oh, what the freak? How did I do that? Let's draw this hand. I think I'm bored of this song. That's another good. Oh, this is classic. This honestly is like Pinkie Pie Swear's best. I feel like it's his most like danceable song. Cause yeah, everyone, you know my opinion on Sunshine and Celery Stalks. That song sucked. Didn't suck. It was just like super boring. I feel like I should be able to like see the. Kind of like that. Maybe. Should I not draw that? That is the thing though when you do like these turnarounds. Oh my gosh. There's no like, because normally I like to, when I'm lining, I like to like line like around like keyframes sort of ish. Oops. But then there's no real like keyframe on like a, I mean there are. And I could have like exaggerated it a bit more, probably. Like put more what's the word? I just have like the frames be closer to like the profile and the like behind frames. But I don't know. I like that Trixie says derp in this song. That is a funny thing. People don't say derp anymore. I feel like. That's so sad. Oh. That's sad. I really should just like disable the whole. It's like the R word. No. Danny's just trolling. That's supposed to be like a reference to the great Derpy Hooves controversy of, what was it, like 2013 or whatever? No, it must have been like 2012 because I was like during. No, that must have been like 2000. Yeah, I think it should have been 2012. I felt like the one standard model song that Escap made, that was like um as a response to the whole like, oh, Derpy Hooves is banned. Was that really season 2? I felt like that was like way later. I felt like that was like season like 3 or 4 or something. The whole I just don't know what went wrong thing. Was that really like a decade ago? So hard to believe, TBH. I still can't believe that, like, yeah, I am so open. Yeah, just 5 more years. But it'll be rebased 130. None. I will. How goes it? Wait, I always forget. You're Bon, right? Yeah, you're Bon. Yeah, you're the Bon. Someone seriously needs to make a plugin that displays Twitch's avatars on like OBS. Like, I would pay for that, honestly, if it was like $5 or $10 or something. No, not $10. I pay like $5 for it. Queen Bell. Queen Bell, when we take online graphic design class together. Actually, I don't think I want to take a graphic design class. Well, maybe like a web design class or something, because that's one of the jobs I feel like I kind of see frequently. I guess I see like printing stuff too for graphic design classes, or not graphic design jobs. I remember when I was doing that interview for the graphic design job at the library, they were like, "Oh, we're also looking for someone to do print." And it's so weird because you'll see like these like entry-level jobs for graphic designers, and they're like, "Oh, we want you to be like good at coding and making websites and video editing and graphic design and printing," and it's like, well, bruh, you're naming like 5 different jobs. Like, I know it's kind of easier now because a lot of this stuff you can just like Google. But it's still weird when they're like, oh, you don't have experience making like a brochure or a government agency. Oh, we can't hire you. But it's like, I know how to like do page layouts. We did that in school. Why is it like, I don't know. They made it sound like it was somehow different making like a brochure, and it's like, well, I guess technically I don't have experience making a specifically brochure. But I do have experience doing like literally basically the exact same thing. And they're like, oh, if you haven't done that. But it's like, who's gonna like make a brochure in their free time? I don't know. I guess you could. I guess I could. Yeah, that's something I think I was doing some web design basic thing, and then I was gonna do like a UI thing after. I'll make you a brochure for Anthrocon. All the cool hip things to do at Lean Back On. Cover website in their free time. Danny, did I tell you? I feel like I mentioned it like 3 times or something on the server. Oh my gosh. When my one boss at immunizations, she was like asking me to like literally, it was basically just she wanted me to like copy and paste like text into a website for, it was for a government website, so technically I have contributed to a website, a government website, but it was literally just me like copy and pasting, and I was like genuinely confused why she did that, because it was like, that took me like 2 minutes. Why did you ask me to do that? But then I don't remember if it was something I thought of or if somebody like mentioned it when I brought it out. I think someone may have mentioned it, and they were like, "Oh, she's probably just doing that so that she could help you get like experience, quote unquote." And I was like, "Oh, that's like actually really nice." Even though it was something super easy, I can say I've technically contributed to a government website. And then on the last day, it was so funny. She was like, "Oh, and you can put me down as a reference. I can, and like the website thing, I can just say you did more on that or something." Like that's like literally what she said. She was like, "Oh, I'll just say you did more than like what you actually did." It was like, "Oh, that's like generally so nice." I mean, I would have contributed more, but it was like one of those things where it's like there wasn't really much to like put on it, I guess. Yeah. No, I felt like a lot of the, honestly, a lot of the, I feel like everybody at the health department, like all the bosses, were like really good bosses in that way, where they would like do something to like help you, like they would assign something for you to do that was like totally doable, but it was like also good to put on like a resume. I felt, which is nice. Because sometimes you get like the opposite, where like, I don't know where I'm going with this, but you know what I mean. It was good bosses there. Like literally everyone there was good bosses. I think that does kind of fit. Because then that's going down. Yeah. Oops. Wait. One more time. Yeah, that's going like diagonal. That's good fun. Yeah, because they were even saying you could do those studying thing, and that like that's good because we did, and it was true. Like when COVID shots like started to die down in February when we moved to the new clinic, they had us do some like training for. It was some like kind of basic FEMA training and then some VFC, which is just like vaccines for children. But then there's also like vaccine storage. Oh yeah, the vaccine storage one, I felt like that was like the most useful. That was the one where it was so funny. It was a CDC training for storing vaccines at like clinics and stuff. And then like the one thing that I remember the most from it was the CDC literally recommending like just put some water bottles on the edges of your refrigerator, and that will help like stop like if you have like a power outage or you open the door for like a little longer than you should, that'll, the water bottles will help. I'm dying. Will help like, the temperature remaining more temperate. And it's like that is like, it sounds like the cheapest like redneck almost like thing to like recommend. Just put some water bottles in your fridge with your like expensive vaccines. But like, I mean, it works, right? 10 objects on a water bottle. Nani? They did drop a lot of XP TPH. You should submit like 11 just for kicks and giggles. Wait, Sephi's saying something again. Thermal massive? Nani? Wait. The capacity of water is insane. I mean, yeah, that's why water cooling is like the way to cool stuff. And it is true, like, because some of the I mean, like, they always say, I mean, I don't know, this is something like my mom would always say, was that if you have like an empty fridge, it's gonna take, you know, a lot more work to like cool down an empty fridge with only like 3 things in it. Like that, honestly, that's why I started like last summer. I like when the health department provided free water bottles and like some snacks and stuff. And when I would like finish a water bottle, I would just bring it home and then refill it and put it in the fridge. Like, especially my freezer, like that's where most of my water bottles are. Because I don't, like, I'm one person. I don't eat that much food for a full fridge. Wait, that's the back of the hand, right? Yeah. So it's like a win-win. You get better, you know, you're essentially using less electricity. If you have like ice packs basically already in your freezer, that'll should that no. It'll help with like cooling and stuff. I feel like I should draw the other finger. Someone is like scraping something outside. It's not like a dead body or something. That looks so weird. No, I think I could draw 3 fingers and no one's gonna like notice. I'm just gonna draw 3 fingers. Let's see if anybody notices. No, I could just go back and do like a couple. You would make so much theoretical. I mean, yeah. No, you won't notice. No one's gonna notice. Honestly, it'll look better. Remember, like, I don't know, have you guys seen that one video where it's like some artist talking about how in anime they draw 5 fingers, but in the West they draw, you know, usually only 4. But then, like, the artist, like, says something along the lines of, like, oh, but even in anime, they usually simplify it so that, you know, if you're drawing, like, 4 fingers like that, they'll, like, combine 2 fingers. Wait, this looks bad. This looks terrible. We'll do that. You know what I mean? Like, they'll have 2 fingers, like, together so that it's still simplified. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like, so Steven Universe has 5 fingers, right? I'm pretty sure. And I felt like there was like a number of, I don't know, like once in a while there were like some shots in Steven Universe where like if they were like long shots like from far away, but they still like drew all 5 fingers, it looked really weird. Because it was like too much detail for such a far away shot, but it like, I don't know. His fingers kind of look weird actually. No, oh, I didn't see the, okay. I will drink just for you, Lon. I honestly like need to drink more. See, that's how you can like actually tell that I'm drinking water. Because my avatar will like wig out. I guess they didn't do that. Combine 2 mil. I mean, yeah, that's what they do. No, furries draw whatever fingers they want. Sometimes furries draw just like, I don't know, whatever. I still need, honestly, I really do want to like watch Steven Universe. Because the first season I saw was good. hand feels a little wonky, TBH, but like, no one's gonna see it be wonky. Actually, I feel like it's not too bad. It does look weird though, having 3 there. I feel like it does feel weird. How did that go to 0.1? 6.9 points. Nutty. Dude, maybe. I need to stop being lazy and just like spend like an hour putting in like redeems and stuff. This hand looks silly. Yeah. Maybe it doesn't. Honestly, the first and the last poses are still fine. I like this frame. I like the squished frames. Like, it's always really fun when you squash and stretch. That is literally the best animation principle. And it's like the most satisfying too, especially like even just like mouth movements. Like when you make someone's like mouth squash. Oops. Eh. And then it like stretches when they like go like, oh, or ah, ah. I don't know. You know what I mean though. It is satisfying. I feel like oh wait, actually squish the ball. You can't squish the ball though. It's all floof. I feel like this beak is like here. I think I know what would just make that a bit wider. Yeah, maybe. Okay, and yeah, okay. So I will add a bit of floof. No, it's like water. You can't compress water. Nah, actually, it would be more like it would. Yeah, it would compress. It would be like those memory foam beds. I bought. Have I mentioned when I first moved out, and I was living in my sister's basement, like a hermit crab. I bought a memory foam mattress, and it was like satisfying because it came in a box like a quarter of its size, and you know you just have to like take it out and leave it for like an hour, and then it just like grows. It's very satisfying. It's also like funny to think that that's like something people just invented. I mean, it's good though, because it like kind of does reduce on shipping costs, because it is smaller. Ducky toys. Bread mattresses. Bread mattresses. A mattress made from bread? You're telling me a bread made this mattress? Oh wait, I haven't mentioned the saddest thing about animating. I didn't end up using this frame. It was so sad, honestly. Darn it. What was that? Was that like at 50? I feel like that was at like 40. Oh, 40. There we go. This frame I drew, which is like an in-between right here. It looked better without it, and then I was like, oh, I spent all that time. Honestly, I probably only spent like, I don't know, 15 minutes making that sketch or something. Maybe probably less, honestly. But it is sad when you like spend even a little bit of time and then you're like, nah, it actually looks better without it. And I put it, see like, oh, maybe I could just do like, have it on a 1. But I swear it looked better without having it at all. So it's just like, ah, take it out then. I don't know. I distinctly remember back in high school when I made that the Faces of Evil parody, but it was like Spike and Rarity and Rainbow Dash. My magnum opus from when I was like 16. There was something from that where I was like, I drew like 5 frames or something, and then I was like, oh, this looks bad. And so then I just, it was like too many frames is more what I'm saying. Like, I can't remember if it was bad or if it was too many. But eventually I just gave up. And I was like, no, it looks better without them. And I had to delete them. I can't remember though if I put them like on a separate layer. Sometimes I do that because I know sentimental for the frames that I drew. I don't want to get, you know, rid of them. Plus, like, you know, Toon Boom is nice because it will save the frame no matter what. Which honestly, like, Toon Boom really is like such a good software. It's just so bad that it's so expensive. Although OpenTunes does that too. Except for when it like wigs out and crashes on you. Or not crashes, but just like decides to delete random frames for no reason. I feel like I haven't done the best job with the hair, but also I feel like it's kind of easier for me to just do that. I feel like it's honestly, I feel like a lot of my half the animation I do is in cleanup. I want that on the left. I guess yeah, I guess it would look better. That really is the struggle. The great struggle. 2D animation is because you always like make stuff a little more flat so that it looks better from like design point. Like especially like hair. But then when you get to like if your character is facing left and then they switch to right, it always gets wonky. If you're doing it like slow, like no one's gonna notice if you do it really quickly. But like imagine animating like, I don't know. I'm gonna say like Yu-Gi-Oh's hair, but I guess his hair is kind of like 3D. Although it still would be a pain to animate his hair like super slowly. Just because it's like too detailed. Yu-Gi-Oh's hair really is like, just like, they went all out with it. Oh, actually, wait. What am I doing? I could add... Actually, I think that might be looking a little better. This is a weird, funky looking in between. I don't know. This looks more like the Marge crumping one. Almost. Maybe to make him dance, dance, dance. Danny, I think the word you're looking for is pressing the play button. Oh no, I accidentally drew only a few fingers again. Why does his hand look like really thin? What the frick? Let me very ghetto-ly change that. You think I could cheat and... Wait, let me just be clear. I drew 4 here, right? Yeah. I could maybe... What if I... Wait, what if? What if? What if I... Sure, why not? Squish the bean. I guess birds sort of have beans, right? Technically. Right? Bird bean. I mean, it rhymes, so I guess it's gotta be true, right? I think that could be a bit more curved. I'm like kind of very slowly trying to do more like less chippy stuff. Like this is definitely not like completely chippy. Like how I normally draw. I don't know, it's really not that different though, TBH. I feel like I worry too much about doing my normal, like, sort of chibi-ish style, but it's really not that different at all. They have baked beans. Nani? Actually, yeah, birds can eat baked beans, right? I guess you never really think about beans being like a thing animals eat. But like, right? There's gotta be some animals that eat beans, right? I feel like, I don't know, I guess it's just like, because it's a less common, like, plant. Compared to like, I don't know, seeds or other vegetables. But like, I don't know, what kind of animals eat beans? Like, as like, that's like the food they eat, is what I'm saying, you know? Here, I'll go look it up right now. What animals eat beans? Groundhogs or earworms. Oh, there's like a lot of bugs actually. Yeah, these are like all bugs. Squirrels, chipmunks. Oh, attack bean plants. But wait, are these beans or like green beans? Those are like very different. At least they feel different. You never really wonder why, like why are green beans called beans? I mean, I guess beans are beans, right? Beans are beans no matter what. I need to get that. Honestly, it is fun doing those, or at least like watching the LinkedIn videos. Because that's like, honestly, that's literally what I would be watching anyways. Because usually whenever I like, you know, I'm just watching YouTube for, like if I'm eating dinner or whatever, I watch like mostly educational stuff. Sometimes I do watch like streamers though, and junk. But I feel like for the most part, I'll watch like, I don't know, new stuff or man, back when I was doing the alphabetizing for the health department and I was with that like older lady, I remember we watched like a couple videos where it's just like, how does Social Security work? How does taxes work? And it was like an hour long like NBC like news video. But it is silly when you think about it, because it's like, I don't know, isn't that just as educational as like an hour of class? You don't get like credit for it, right? You know? Super important. What is education? I could maybe. I feel like this frame's like. Oh yeah, I mean like for sure, honestly. And I honestly like I took there was a class, I think it was kind of newer, that I took in college called Business for the Professional Artists. And like honestly, like any class, you're not gonna remember like everything. But I still like remember like actually really enjoying the class and like learning kind of new stuff from it. And it was honestly really nice to have like a business class taught by like an actual freelance artist who like you know, he does what he's talking about. So it was a bit, I don't know, it felt more like relatable than taking like an accounting class or something. Business ba. That's like a good idea for a t-shirt. Honestly. Business ba. I should do that. I should make a YouTube channel called Business Ba, where I give financial advice, but at the beginning of every video I go, you need to take this financial advice for Word. I am better than a certified public accountant. Because even on LinkedIn, it's so funny. They were like disclaimers on the business videos being like, this is just general advice. Do not take this as like law or whatever, and it's like these are literally like 80-year-old like business veterans who have like CPA degrees and stuff. Like it's the same with like medical stuff where like it's always, you know, you always see like things being like, please consult a doctor before taking like a piece of candy, like a Flintstones gummy vitamin. And then when you like do talk to an actual doctor, they're like, oh yeah, whatever, it's all good. Good stuff. No, I mean, I swear, every time I've gone to like a doctor and I've asked them like, hey, you know, whatever, like an actual question on that. Like, I remember, okay, so the last visit I got, when I had that weird stuff coming on my arm again, although it really wasn't like as bad as it was like last year. I remember asking him, I was like, hey, like, this thing, it was for burn cream, because like I had sunburnt my face, and I was like, hey, it says consult a doctor, like stop use and consult a doctor if you know, symptoms persist for more than like, you know, 5 days or whatever for like your sunburn. And it was like, you know, like a burn cream thing. And he was like, oh no, it's good, just keep on using it if you want, but I don't know. And I was like, really? Like, I know they often do just put like those disclaimers just to like, you know, just in case. And sometimes there are like genuine like cases where like, you know, you shouldn't be using it or whatever. If like your symptoms, and like the thing with me was like my symptoms were getting like way, like the sunburn was getting like way better, but it was more like, I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of like a slow healer or something. And then I was also asking him, because I was like, oh, you know, I got, like, because it was for the arm thing, and I was like, oh, I feel like that happened, like, the same sort of thing happened last year, and I thought it was in part because of, I was taking Accutane, because I still have, like, a little bit of, like, acne around my neck that, like, just won't go away. And I was saying something along the lines of like, oh, but now I have all this Accutane that like I stopped using it, and then it's like technically a couple months expired. And I was like, should I like throw that out, or do you think it's still safe to use it even though it's like says it's, you know, used by whatever? And he was just like, oh no, you can totally still use it, it'll just be like less effective. And I was like, oh, this feels like so less like more informal than I thought talking to like a doctor would be. Oh, no, I mean, there's a lot of doctors that do, like, genuinely care. And it's not always necessarily, like, I don't know, I don't know if it's not necessarily, like, them getting all the money versus, like, a hospital or insurance company or whatever. At least, like, for nurses, I know, like, nurses sometimes... I feel like there was something where I said like something along the lines of like nurses make a lot of money or something, and then someone corrected me and was like, they don't make like that much money compared to like doctors at least. I mean, I don't know. When I look on job boards though, like for like the health department and stuff for the county, for nurses it says usually a county nurse can make like 66 to like a little bit over 100,000. Which I guess I don't know. I mean, maybe 66 isn't that much because I know nurses do have to still go to like a lot of schooling. But that is still like the very bottom. Like I would hope most nurses are making more than like 66,000 or whatever. But I guess I don't know for like for sure. It looks like smaller. Meanwhile, in the UK, none. Do they make more or less in the UK? Starting salary. Oh, that doesn't sound like a lot. I mean, wait, that doesn't sound right. Are you sure? That doesn't sound real. Close enough. Here, let's play the fun game of... Oh, actually, that doesn't look too bad. I told you how less UK pays versus US. I mean, at least you get, like, health insurance, though. Because isn't that, like, the big thing? Is people would be like, oh, gas is cheaper in the US and you get paid more, but it's like, yeah, but you only get paid more if you have, like, a college degree, and you can only get a college degree if you spend, like, literally $100,000, because education here isn't, like, affordable at all. Although, honestly, like, it annoys me, because so many people, when they, and honestly, like, education is, like, ridiculously overpriced in the US, but, like, community college, honestly, is still fairly affordable. Like, I mean, I'm sure it hasn't changed, like, that much, though, because last I went to community college, it was in 2016, the end of 2016? Yeah, like, the very end of 2016. And it was, like, you know, $700 for, you know, like 15 credits, you know, that's a full semester. But then that was before even getting, like, FAFSA. And I've heard people say that you get more in FAFSA, like, after you turn 26 or something, so that they can make it easier for people who are maybe trying to get college degrees as, like, adults and stuff. I don't know, that's at least what I've heard. But even then, like, my FAFSA, I felt like it was, I can't remember if it was like 700 a year or 700-ish, like, a semester. So I can't remember, but it was either, you know, it was either paying for, like, half of my tuition or basically all of it, to, like, just FAFSA alone. And I know that's only, like, you know, gonna get you an associate's. Although there are some community colleges, I don't know if they charge more, but there are some community colleges that have specific, like, bachelor programs. But yeah, I really don't know if they what? That should not be going down. That should be going up. Why did I draw it like that? That's weird. Yeah, why did I draw it like that? That's so weird. But yeah, I think that's fairly affordable. Cause, like, even in, like, other countries, even though, actually, I don't know. I think some countries do have, like, free. Cause I feel like I've heard of, is it, like, Germany or Sweden or somewhere, where they, like, as long as you get good grades, you basically get. I guess that's the same as tuition. I was gonna say they pay you to go to school, but I guess that's the same as, not tuition, as scholarships. 4,000 for locals in university, I mean, or college as you call it. It's for like 17. I mean, that's international though. That's actually, like, the same as the US. But really, honestly, oh, whoops. Isn't, like, the UK, like you shouldn't consider it the same as most of other Europe? Although 4K, that's still, like, kind of a lot, because the college I went to for my bachelor's, that was only 2K, well, 2K a semester. Are you saying 4K a year or 4K for a semester? Because if it's 4K a year, that's literally what I was paying. But I went to a very affordable school. I was an international student. Oh, okay, 4K a year. Yeah, that is affordable still. But still, that is technically what I was paying. And it's still more expensive than what I was paying at community college. Like, honestly, people seriously should be going to community college way more. Because it was literally the exact same thing. Like, half the teachers, I don't, I feel like I've said this like so many times, but it's like so true. Half the teachers I had at my community college also taught at like Cal State Long Beach or, you know, USC or whatever, and it's like, it's literally the same class with the same teacher, but for like a tenth, like literally 10% the cost. Like, oh, it's really, yeah. 2 to 3 semesters. Oh. Are you saying 4K even if you took 3 semesters? Because that does seem pretty cheap still. What if I don't want to like that? Oh, 3 trimesters means that trimester. Yeah, I mean, my school I went to had that too. There was trimesters, but I think I only did 1 trimester. Although even at community college, I still took like summer classes that one time so that I could graduate from there a little sooner. I feel like that should be, because it's closing, it should be more like that. It's a tiny difference, but
There's no way I'm gonna use my magic now, Spike. Especially since. How about you? Someone seems like
yes. I feel like I kind of want to change songs. What's another good? Yeah. This bop. Oh, do I want that line? No, I don't like it. When in doubt, less is more, right? Bon, did they teach you, like every art class ever? They love the phrase, keep it simple, sweetheart. Or sometimes they say, keep it simple, stupid. That's like the best art advice. And then they write kiss on the board. And then they're like, oh, does everyone know what this means? Because it's like, oh, a kiss. I felt like I had like 3 different teachers do the whole kiss thing. Yeah. I feel like art teachers really like that. It's true though. Because simple is... Especially for graphic design, you want everything to be very easy to understand and simple. Oops. Keep it simple, swear. That's so true. It really is so true. The branding going on? Oh, but that's oversimplifying. Like, some corporations are definitely going like too far with it. Honestly, there's some like super pretentious like designers, but I feel like when you get like too corporate, you like are forced to be what was the word I just used? Like pretentious about stuff. This is same with like, you know, when you're emailing someone at work and you gotta use like this like pretentious level of vernacular. You know, where you're always like, I don't know. Synergy, we gotta synergize or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? And it's like, I feel like people just do that so that they can like feel professional. But for like graphic design, like haven't you seen those like Pepsi, I think it was for Pepsi, when they were redesigning the Pepsi logo? And they were talking about like time and space and the Pepsi logo, and it's like, what on earth are you talking about? Like they were talking about how like the curves of the Pepsi logo transcends time and space or something like uber pretentious like that. It was crazy. But the thing is, like, Pepsi probably paid those people like those designers like millions of dollars or whatever. So you have to make it sound super good because you're getting paid like $1 million, and you'd feel bad if like you just did something, I don't know, simple. Keep it pretentious, stupid. Wow. Maybe that's what all the real designers. No. Nah, not all designers. I just feel like it's the same. Like, there was some story I heard about Google and like some branding thing they were doing, but they spent like an insane amount of money on it, and it was like for some super simple decision of like, do we want this button to be like orange or like slightly orange red or something silly like that, where it was a very different thing. And because they were spending like millions of dollars on this really basic user interface thing, like the design, shoot, what are they called? The, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like the things that like designers make, like master documents or whatever, where it's like explaining like design choices and stuff, and like for future design things, like how they should format whatever their font and stuff. And it was just like super pretentious sounding, and it's like you're literally talking about like having a button be slightly more round or slightly more square, and you're like justifying it with being like, oh, this can make Google $10 billion by making the buttons a slightly rounder square, and it's like you're just making it sound professional so that you can justify getting paid like $10 billion by Google. But hey, Google's got the money. They can pay $10 million for like some random designers to like discuss whether it's better to have a search bar on the left side or the right side. Like, knock yourself out. Oh yeah, branding guide. I think that's what I was thinking of. Something along those lines, at least. I guess. And I mean, it is true. There are definitely some things where it's like, you can say this design decision actually did make a company like way more money. Like there are. There's something I heard. I can't remember like specifics or like if it's exactly 100% true or what. But there was something I heard about. I think it was like Facebook's app. The notification icon was like blue to like match the, I don't know, Facebook like whatever like style. But then they switched the notification icon to be red, and they got like way more users, I don't know, checking in because like it popped out more, you know, having a red notification on a blue app. But I mean, red's just generally like, you know, more eye-catching color than blue. Like stuff like that, I would believe, like, okay, yeah, that makes sense that it would bring in more traffic just because red is way more eye-catching than blue. And yeah, theoretically that can make more money because like more people are visiting your site, you're getting more ad revenue and blah blah blah. Whatever. Yeah, contrast. But like there are like real things. Like faux show. I feel like that should be a bit more. I feel right having it be like. I guess that does feel right actually. BRB bun. Man, I'm so glad it's like not burning hot right now. I thought it said it would still be like 90 something today, but that's still like so much better than like 100. I feel like the neck is like too high up. I should actually make the shoulders a bit higher. not feel... I feel like it still feels like it should be more... Wait, I'm gonna... Wait, what? Oh, whoops. Let me check that out. Does that feel like better? Oh, that actually looks fun. Wait, let me... Yeah, actually that looks, I think, good. Wait. Compare that. Maybe I did it too far right. Just a little bit. Okay, easy. That. Oh, yeah, that still looks good. Like maybe... I don't know. I still want to maybe do a bit more easy on the last frame, but... I still feel like this arm is like that's like too slow or something. Like maybe this should be closer, like way closer. But it still feels pretty close. Right? Wait. Always gotta turn off the onion skin. When you're like... previewing for burning. I think that actually looks worse. Yeah, whatever. It'll be easier once I get further along. Oops. No, go off. I don't know where they like got the samples for this song. That was always like the fun part of that sort of music, is like figuring out where they got examples for stuff. That's like distracting now. Oh, I'm actually getting kind of close to lining, to being done with lining. I mean, wow, that one actually went by really fast. I mean, if I only have like what is this? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like over halfway done with lining. That's actually way faster than Beowul's back. Welcome back, Beowul. I thought it would take me like, I don't know, a little bit longer to get this far. I mean, I guess I'm still only like, you know, a little more than halfway, but still. I could like finish lining and start coloring today. What the frick am I? Oh, that's right. I was like, what am I drawing? The sketch layer wasn't on. Aw, take you one. So are you. Drawing all your water bottles and whatnots. Your 10 water bottles in a row. I'm gonna start now, actually. Oh, really? Good luck, Vaughn. Good luck drawing the water bottle. Woo! Woo! That was just like a graphic design class, right? There was, so one of the graphic design classes that I took, we had to make, so I keep getting straight. Oh. That's good though. Good to have the mom. There was one class where we had to make oh shoot, what's the word? Like imagine you know, like the symbols for like bathrooms where it's like a super simple, like almost stick figure level drawing. We had to do something like that. And our teacher was even like, here, check out this website that has like a list where you just type in a word and we'll give you like a graphic symbol for that word. Or it'll give you like a ton of different graphic symbols for that word. And it was great because like the word that I had was like, I think it was like vacation versus plane trip or something like that, where it was like, you know, two similar words but you had to like differentiate the two similar words with a graphic symbol like for each. Sorta, yeah, like sorta like clip art or whatever. Yeah, I guess like icons, but it was like specifically like, you know, you search up a word and it'll give you a list of icons. And it was like one of the few assignments that that teacher where I did it like super quickly. He was like, oh, that actually really works. Congrats. And it was like, I like kind of just like used the website you told us to use. I think the only thing he didn't like though was that I made the head kind of bigger. Cause like on a bathroom stall, the proportions are a little more sort of realistic in terms of like head size versus the rest of the body. Although I feel like in Japan you would see more like almost like a chibi version of like an icon. Like yeah. Well, and he was more saying like, you know, use it for like inspiration or whatever. So it's not like I was like copying. It was more just, you know, like for plane trip, I did like, what was it? I can't remember. It was like, maybe like, it was like a luggage that had like stickers on it. But then vacation, no. Plane trip, I think, was like a stick figure with a rolling luggage walking forward. And then vacation was the luggage with the stickers from like different places on it. Something like that. It was something along those lines. At least. That line's not connected. There we go. Like big-headed fluffs. Big-headed whale. With the big winged whale. I'm getting tired. I do like these kind of like turnaround animations though. Because you don't have to worry too much about one frame being exactly the same. Animation, I can probably pick it up. Oh, you should. I feel like everyone should try animation because it's just like honestly, it's super satisfying if you when you like just honestly just draw do a simple ball and just squish and squash it. Like, you know, do like one ball here and then make it like flat and round and then make it stretch. It's super because that's all you need, man. Just do a couple ball exercises because they're super quick. You can do them in like 2 minutes. And then you just apply that ball to literally everything. And you can squish someone's head and it's super satisfying. Oh, I feel you. Well, you're doing the graphic class, like that's what you should focus on. You just gotta do like one thing at a time. Although really, like, I don't know, at some level you should like focus on stuff that is like, you know, most important to you. These arms look, I don't know, something about these arms look really funny. Like she's just like stomping. What is this? No, no, this should be more stretched out. Oh, because this is the tallest frame, right? What? Why does it look like she's like sitting in place even though she's not? Like, I don't know if maybe I should move. No. Yes. I think gravity will use this amount. Oh, graphic design is for sure useful. No one will ever notice anything when you animate. It's just, it's the feeling, you know? That's what animators say when they talk about, like, smear frames. I mean, you kind of can, like, if you look for it, you can see smear frames, but I feel like it's really only, like, other animators are gonna notice smear frames. Because they're, like, looking for it. But really, like, a smear frame, and, like quick in-betweens. It really is just more, like, that feeling that it gives. You don't really, like, look at it, because it goes by too quick. Use the flow. The flow for show. Maybe I'll just do like the rest of this frame or maybe another frame and to go take my lunch. Liquid bar. Oh, whoa. I haven't like voice chatted in a couple weeks. Really, because I was at my sister's and then I went on vacation though. Should we just... Yeah. Ah! I keep on doing that. Right. Accidentally holding down like shift and it changes my brush size. That should be a bit more. Okay, how am I doing this hand? Do I leave it a mitten? Yeah, I could do that. Because it's like the fingers, I mean, I don't know, I guess I could do that, but I feel like it looks more weird. I don't know, part of me still like, this hand looks funky. I might redo that hand, just because it kind of bothers me. Get some more stuff to draw the water bottles. Oh, whoa. More weapons. That's all you gotta do, man. Just get a bunch of reference. What? Where did... Oh. I definitely haven't done much, like, I don't know, drawing studies or whatever in, like, years. I mean, there definitely can be good, like, warm-ups, but I'm just, like, not the person who looks like, I don't know, see a tree and be like, oh, I'm gonna draw the tree. Or, I don't know, whenever I do warm-ups, I'll just draw, like, something goofy, like, a bunny suit or something. I think that's, like, fun. Although, I definitely, I don't know, I could always definitely use more reference, like, when I am drawing. Because I feel like usually, well, I feel like I'm kind of okay with, like, getting reference if I don't know how to draw something. And I always use reference for, like, people's OCs. Or, like, styles. They want, like, I don't know, some certain style. I feel like this line actually looks weird because that's only, like, a line you see on the other side, so that doesn't make any sense. Oops. No, wait. That does... Actually, that's not even right, because it's like not really how I sketched it. Oh, tables. Oh, actually, that tail is like too close to that last one. I think because of how I changed it. Yeah, that's probably way better. Oh wow, I really squished that one. Wait. Maybe I can make it a bit less squished. Or not squished, squashed. Because there's a big difference between squish and squash. Nani? Did my internet die? It says it's not. But then it says connecting to chat. That's weird. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's saying my internet's dead. Maybe it's just like Streamlabs being funky. I think I can refresh chat, right? Oh, I'm just drawing. No. Wait, what did you say no to? I don't know if I saw. Okay, no, now it doesn't give that thing anymore. It's all good now. That was weird. I feel like I haven't really seen it do that. At least not in a while. Oh no, never mind. Now it's still doing it. So it's connecting to chat. Oh well. Let's do the old get rid of the sketch and see how it's looking trick. I think it's not looking bad. I feel like I kind of want to redo that hand, the one that goes left right there. Hair, I think the hair looks good. What else is? Yeah, I think it's looking good. Maybe I could call it quits right now though, since I don't know, it says connected chat. I don't know if that's something weird or not. Maybe it's not. Who knows, honestly. Oh well, I'll play it like I'll play it just to see a few more times. Oh, and I can here. Wait, I should export it. If nutty. Why did Danny say if? I'm sure there's a reason. And I just wasn't paying attention. Is if Danny's talking computer talk. Yeah, okay. I think it's looking good. I can take a lunch break. It's been 2 hours. Technically an hour and 58 minutes. What? Doesn't see. I don't see your jelly bean comment. I literally don't. Wait, let me. It doesn't show it. The last thing I saw was Bond saying, "I'm just drawing Unu." Wait, is slimes can't have paws? Whoa, what? Oh, there is more comments. Where do jelly beans come from? The slimes don't have paws. Why did you say that? Yeah, Streamlabs didn't show that. And maybe it was when I was resetting or something? Or, sorry, not resetting, refreshing the chat. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Now I saw Danny's great jelly beans. Yawn. Okay. I think it's end card time now. Or we can watch the bird keep on twirl. Nah, it's end card. We always gotta do end card to end. Because how else are you gonna know the stream has ended if not for the end card? I feel like that could like... Yeah, we can move that. Okay, bye Denny, bye Bon. Bye whoever else may or may not be watching. Have a good a pog champ day. But yeah, I'm like wait, let me see. 3 frames. I might do it. Oh no, I'd probably do a few more in betweens. Maybe at least one. Tiny simp. So yeah, probably like 3 or 4 frames just to like line. I can definitely do that today and start coloring. So that's pretty base, pretty pog. No, thank you, Bon, for always hanging out and chatting. The tiniest simp, honestly. I like my dancing ones here too. I should move them though. They need to be more... The maid one's too far away, what the heck? Where's maid? Why is it not letting me click it? There we go. That needs to be more... It's like at the edge. Okay, yeah. See ya. Bye! Bye!